God says, you have received money. Open this message now or lose it all. I'm begging you for 1 minute. You'll receive 77 million tonight at 11:30 p.m. This message is not a random call or empty hope. It is a divine alarm sounding from the heart of God to your spirit. When God speaks, heaven has already moved, and the message being delivered carries the breath of God, charged with urgency, breakthrough, and supernatural provision. This is not just about money, this is about divine timing, angelic intervention, and the hand of God reaching into your life with a blessing so mighty, it will silence every fear and wipe away every tear you have cried in secret. If you believe this is not an accident, but a moment set aside just for you, comment Amen right now to affirm. This is your moment, and the window is narrow. The message is not saying you might receive money or that one day your finances will improve. It declares you have received money. In the realm of heaven, the release has already happened. What God has spoken is not a maybe or a wish. It is a done deal. And that is why the message says, open it now or lose it all. Because when heaven opens a gate of blessing, there is an appointed time attached to it, and to ignore that time is to miss the rain that was sent to water your field. This is why I'm asking you, don't delay. You are not here by accident. You are not hearing this because of coincidence. You are here because your spirit is aligned with God's timing, and your obedience to stay with this message could be the very act that unlocks what heaven has already loosed over your life. You are standing on the edge of a miracle that has already begun. If this touches your heart and you feel God pulling you right now, like He's speaking directly to you through these words, then please like this video once to stand in agreement and honor this word. Let's talk about the money, because this isn't just any money. This is not a paycheck, not a loan, not even a gift from a person. This is divine provision. This is supernatural transfer. This is the kind of financial shift that happens when God says, enough is enough, and steps into your battle Himself. The figure 77 million is not random, it is complete, it is prophetic, it is spiritual. In the Bible, the number 7 represents fullness, rest, and the finished work of God. To see it doubled means God is doing a complete and perfect work, not once, but in fullness and overflow. And when heaven speaks of a specific time, 11:30 p.m., it is not just an hour on a clock. It is a prophetic sign that you are coming to the final stretch of the wait. It's not midnight yet, but it's close. It's the moment before breakthrough, the moment before the chains break, the moment when everything still looks quiet, but something is happening in the spirit. Angels are moving. Heaven is preparing. Your name has been called. Your season has shifted. And you will see it unfold before your eyes if you do not let go now. This is not just about money in your hands. This is about healing in your home, peace in your mind, open doors that no man can shut. This is about that child who drifted away suddenly calling you and saying, I had a dream, I want to come back to Jesus. This is about that legal battle that's been dragging for months, suddenly turning in your favor without explanation. This is about debts being cancelled, not by man, but by God's sovereign intervention. This is about your name being whispered in rooms you have never walked into, and favor being placed on you that no degree, no connection, no effort could ever earn. This is not a prosperity promise without roots. This is the heart of the Father saying, I see how you stayed faithful when it felt like I was silent. I see how you kept praying with an empty fridge. I saw you give when you didn't have enough for yourself. I watched you whisper thank you when everything was falling apart. And now, I am stepping in. I am releasing what the enemy tried to delay. I am commanding my angel to carry the wealth of the wicked into the hands of the righteous, and I am telling you this plainly: open this now or lose it all. Because timing matters, obedience matters, faith matters. Comment 1111 if you believe this is a divine appointment for you right now. Don't let fear steal this from you. Don't let doubt whisper that it's for someone else. Don't let the enemy lie to you saying you're too late or not worthy. God chose you. He didn't send this message to the masses without your name attached to it. He saw you in your quiet place, breaking but still holding on, and He is honoring that. This is not about deserving. This is about being His, being chosen, being marked by His mercy. And when He decides to move, nothing can stop Him. You have to understand, when the God moves, He doesn't come alone. He brings power, war in the heavens, and delivery of what God has decreed. In Daniel's time, Michael fought to bring the answer that was delayed by the prince of Persia. And today, He moves again, not with delay, but with the speed of fulfillment. He is not bringing a message of hope. He is bringing confirmation. You have received money. That's the difference. It's done. It's yours. And the only thing the enemy can do now is distract you or talk you out of it. Can 7 seconds really change your bank account overnight? A CIA-funded study just leaked, revealing a brain ritual that's flipping lives from broke to blessed. 4 neuroscience labs confirm it activates powerful wealth attraction brainwaves. People are now stepping into dream homes and luxury lifestyles. But this breakthrough won't stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. This moment is sacred. It is not hype, it is holy. Heaven is reaching for you in love, with blessing in hand, and all you need to do is open your heart and receive. This money is not just to fix your needs. It is to shift your life. It is not just a number. It is a sign that your wilderness is ending, your drought is over, and your breakthrough has arrived. The number 7 is God's seal, and to receive 77 million is to receive multiplied rest, multiplied fullness, and multiplied joy. Your latter will be greater than your former. Do not walk away from this word. Let it settle deep in you. Let it call your faith higher. Let it draw your heart closer to the one who never abandoned you, even in your darkest night. Let this be the moment you say, I receive, not just with words, but with faith that acts, believes, and expects the miracle. You have received money. And this isn't just about wealth in the natural sense. This is about spiritual authority, divine access, heavenly supply, and unshakable favor that carries the fragrance of God's presence. The reason this message matters so deeply is because you have prayed prayers that only God heard. You have sown seeds of faith in seasons where everything in your life looked dry and barren. You have been in rooms where others overlooked you, underestimated you, and even abandoned you, but God never did. And now, what was hidden is being brought to light. What was delayed is being delivered. What was hard to believe is about to show up right in front of you in ways that will leave you weeping with gratitude and overwhelmed by the goodness of the Lord. This blessing is not random, it is precise. It is intentional. It was spoken into existence before you even knew how badly you needed it. And it comes wrapped not just in provision, but in purpose. Because God is not just handing you wealth, He is handing you responsibility, authority, and testimony. You are about to be a walking display of what it looks like when God favors someone, even after the storm tried to destroy them. You are not a victim of your past anymore. You are a carrier of divine evidence that God keeps His promises no matter how long it takes. Comment 222 if you trust this word is for you and it is already moving in your life. The midnight hour is often when fear is loudest. It's when bills feel heavier, when loneliness creeps in, and when doubt tries to convince you that nothing will ever change. But 11:30 p.m. is a divine window before the midnight. It is the moment right before the miracle bursts through. It is the transition time. God has always moved at midnight, but right before it, He prepares the heart to receive what's coming. If your life has felt like a long 11:29, heavy, uncertain, silent, then know this is the shift. This is the 11:30 moment. Not the end, but the opening. Heaven is not asking you to figure it out. Heaven is asking you to believe. God is not telling you to earn this. He is telling you to open your hands and receive it. You may feel unqualified, but the blessing is not coming because of your perfection. It's coming because of God's faithfulness. You may still be battling fear, but the blessing is not waiting for your emotions to settle. It's already been released, and your name is on it. You don't have to understand how, just don't walk away from it. This isn't just about a number in a bank account. This is about freedom. This is about no longer losing sleep because of lack. This is about no longer feeling stuck in cycles that keep you from being who God created you to be. God is breaking off every financial chain, every generational weight, every voice that told you you'd never rise above what your parents went through. You are the one who changes the story. You are the one who steps into something new. You are the one who will see the goodness of God in the land of the living. Every angelic move is tied to the will of God, and when God moves, it means war in the heavenlies has shifted in your favor. He is not just a messenger, He is a fighter. He doesn't just carry good news, He clears the path so that the news can reach you without interference. If Michael is involved, that means the enemy tried to block something, and God has sent help to ensure it arrives. Your provision was fought over, your blessing was resisted, but God sent Michael because He said enough. You've cried in secret, and now God will reward you in the open. You've been faithful in the little, and now He will trust you with much. And that much is not just material, it is spiritual strength, emotional healing, family restoration, and wisdom beyond your years. This wealth is going to touch every area of your life. It will spill over into your children, your dreams, your peace, and your future. You won't just receive money, you will receive stability, security, and supernatural peace that doesn't come from what's around you, but from who lives within you. Comment 555 to declare that you trust God is already moving behind the scenes right now for your breakthrough. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest ticket to luxury? Recently leaked research shows a simple brain ritual that's allowing people to attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, this technique is transforming debt into abundance instantly. Homes, cars, and vacations are just the beginning. If you're seeing this now, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Let your heart begin to soften again. Let the walls around your faith fall. Let the Holy Spirit stir that small spark of hope inside you. Even if life tried to bury your faith under years of pain, God has kept the seed alive. And now, He is watering it with His word. It will grow. It will bloom. It will bear fruit. God is not a man that He should lie, and when He speaks through His angel, it means the fulfillment is no longer a distant hope. It is a present reality waiting for your agreement. You might have heard similar words before and seen nothing change. But today is different. The time is now. The hour is near. This is not a vague prophecy. It is a divine appointment. Your obedience to believe again, your courage to trust again, your willingness to say, "Yes, Lord, I receive," even with trembling hands. This is the door. You are not too late. You have not missed it. You are right on time. This is the window, and God has opened it wide for you. God knows how long you've been asking for a sign, waiting for a shift, hoping for relief. He sees the quiet moments where you wonder if He's still listening. And this message is heaven's reply. It says, "I see you, I know your heart, and I have not forgotten you." This is not the end of your story. This is the chapter where the blessings start to flow like a river that cannot be stopped. What was blocked is now open. What was delayed is now released. What was heavy is now lifting. Let peace settle in you like never before. Let the joy of knowing your Father is near begin to rise in your chest. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are not alone. God is with you, and He is working even now. Keep holding on. Keep expecting. Keep listening. God has released what you asked for, even if it hasn't yet reached your hands. In the courts of heaven, it is settled. In the eyes of God, it is already done. And this truth will follow you until it fully manifests in your reality. The weight of your waiting, the heaviness of your delay, the sting of watching others receive while you remain stuck, it has not been ignored by God. He saw it all. Every moment you fought to keep believing when there was nothing around you to prove that faith was working. Every moment you pushed through disappointment while still holding on to His promises. Heaven did not sit silent. God dispatched His angels in response to your cry, and the war that has been happening in the Spirit, the one you couldn't see, is now shifting. The result is already in your favor. The money is not on its way. The money has already been given. Now, your spirit must agree and align with what God has already written. You are not hoping for it anymore. You are not waiting to be worthy. You are not begging for a chance. God has already spoken and said, "You have received." This means it belongs to you. It has your name on it. It carries your testimony. It carries your breakthrough. This blessing, this provision, is for you, and not just to meet your needs, but to overflow into others, to transform your life from survival to abundance, from scraping through to walking in divine overflow. Comment 1212 if your heart is ready to receive everything God has already released for you. God's ways are not like man's ways. He doesn't give based on appearances or status or qualifications. He gives based on surrender, trust, and divine timing. You may feel like you've been behind for years, watching others get ahead while you stayed in the same place. But God is not in a hurry, and when He moves, He makes up for every lost moment. What should have taken 10 years, He will do in 1. What seemed impossible, He will complete with no effort from you except your faith. He does not delay without reason, and He does not release without purpose. The blessing you're receiving now is heavy with meaning. It's not just about what you're going to have, it's about who you're going to become. The struggle shaped your character. The pressure purified your motives. The silence strengthened your roots. And now that God has seen you stand firm in the fire, He is sending the flood of favor that will lift you higher than any storm ever could. This is not just a financial shift, it is a spiritual promotion. You are stepping into a season of divine access, and nothing will be withheld from you. Heaven is not making offers. Heaven is declaring outcomes. You have received money. God is not negotiating with your circumstances. He is overpowering them. He is not waiting on approval from people who overlooked you. He is establishing His own verdict. And that verdict is blessed, favored, chosen, and released. You are the recipient of a heavenly transfer that was held up, not because you were unworthy, but because the timing had to be perfect. And now it is. This is your hour. This is your moment, and the spiritual realm has already shifted in your favor. What's the buzz behind the 7-second brain trick making headlines? A recently leaked CIA brain ritual is turning heads and bank balances. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning money blocks into unstoppable wealth flow. Homes, cars, and cash are flooding in, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You may feel resistance even now. You may feel fear telling you not to believe too deeply. That is the last whisper of the enemy trying to hold on to what no longer belongs to him. He had your mind bound in lack. He had your emotions trapped in fear. But he no longer has access to your inheritance. God has spoken, and what God declares cannot be undone. Michael, the Archangel, has made it clear. This blessing has already reached you in the spirit, and soon it will break through the natural. Comment 777 if you are ready to walk into a new season of peace, provision, and divine purpose. Your heart may still carry wounds. Your soul may still carry weariness. But none of that disqualifies you. In fact, it is the very reason why this word matters so deeply. God is not blessing the version of you that looks perfect in public. He is blessing the real you, the one that cries in private, the one that feels forgotten, the one that doesn't always know what to pray but keeps whispering, "Lord, help me." That's the heart he's responding to. That's the spirit he's chosen to reward. And that's the vessel he's about to overflow. The blessing is not only financial, it is deeply spiritual. The money is a sign of what's shifting. But what's greater than the money is the confidence God is placing back inside you. Confidence that you are not cursed, that you are not forgotten, that you are not left behind. Confidence that you are still covered by grace, still surrounded by angels, still written into God's plan. That confidence will rise stronger than ever before, and you will begin to walk with a quiet authority that comes from knowing God is on your side. This divine provision will touch more than just your bills or your wallet. It will begin to flow into your health, your family, your peace of mind. It will reconnect relationships that were broken. It will open doors that no amount of striving could ever open. It will rewrite the story that the enemy tried to finish before God said it was done. And in this, you will know that God did it. Not luck, not effort, not man, God. Alone. There is a shift coming at 11:30 p.m., and it is not just a number. It is a marker in the spirit, a point where everything begins to align. The things that were tangled will begin to fall into place. The people who were silent will begin to call. The answers that were stuck will begin to break free. And your life will begin to mirror the favor that heaven has already signed over to your name. There is a sound in heaven right now, and it's the sound of breakthrough. It's the sound of angels moving at God's command. It's the sound of chains breaking, of doors swinging open, of names being lifted, and your name is being called. Your name is echoing through the heavens, marked by grace, destined for greater. You are not just hearing a message, you are receiving a confirmation that heaven is behind you, before you, and within you. Stay with this word. Let it keep speaking to your spirit. Let it hold your heart steady, because what God has begun, He will surely complete. You have received money. They are confirmation. Confirmation that God has already spoken concerning you, that He has already released what you've been praying for, and that all of heaven is backing this promise with power. There is no force strong enough to reverse what the Father has approved. Every delay you have faced, every door that seemed shut, every moment that left you questioning your value, none of it was wasted. Heaven has been counting every tear, recording every cry, watching every step. The reward you are receiving now is not just for the fight you endured, but for the faith you kept when nothing around you made sense. And this financial release, this heavenly wealth, is a sign of something deeper, that your season of lack has officially expired. The curse of just enough has been broken, and the oil of abundance has started to pour. Comment 999 if you believe this is your divine moment of overflow and new beginnings. God is not just giving you what you need for today. He is planting seeds for the next generation. The blessing being released over your life is generational. It is covenant-based. It is rooted in promises spoken long before you ever knew they existed. What your parents never received, what your grandparents never saw, God is giving it to you. Not because of luck, not because of chance, but because your name was written into a timeline that only He could design. You are the one chosen to break the cycles, to open the doors, to walk through the promises. The number 77 million is not a random number. It's a prophetic symbol. Sevens represent God's perfection, His finished work, and His covenant promises. The fact that it comes doubled, intensified in power and multiplied in meaning reveals something greater. God is not giving you a temporary fix. He is giving you full restoration. This is not just a breakthrough, it's a divine reversal. Everything that was lost, stolen, delayed, or destroyed is being returned to you in multiplied form. And this return is not coming from man, but from the hand of God Himself. What if just 7 seconds could flip your entire financial life? A shocking CIA leak has revealed a powerful brain ritual that's helping ordinary people wipe out debt and attract wealth beyond imagination. Backed by 4 cutting-edge neuroscience labs, this at-home breakthrough is turning everyday lives into dreams, luxury cars, beautiful homes, endless vacations. But this secret may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's deleted forever. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let doubt lower your expectation. What you believe right now matters. Your agreement matters. Because heaven has already said yes. The only thing left is for your spirit to rise and receive it. This is why God is involved. Because this was not a quiet gift, this was a fought-over blessing, the kind of release that hell tried to block. But what God has commanded, no resistance can stop. And when Michael moves, he moves with authority from God's throne, clearing paths, opening realms, and delivering what belongs to the children of light. Your name is not small in heaven. It may feel forgotten on earth, but in heaven, your name is spoken with tenderness. Your prayers have weight, your tears have volume, and your worship in the waiting has reached God like a fragrance. You are not just another voice in the crowd. You are a chosen one, a vessel of His glory. And this release of wealth, of favor, of supernatural turnaround is God's public response to your private cries. Comment 1010 if you believe this blessing is reaching not just your hands, but your whole household. This message is not a fantasy, it is a spiritual call to awaken what is already yours. When the Bible speaks of the wealth of the wicked being stored up for the righteous, this is what it means. There are resources that have been held, waiting for God's appointed time. There are financial gates that have been guarded until heaven said, "Release them now." And for you, this is that time. You have reached the moment where your obedience meets God's overflow. God is not asking you to perform, to strive, or to impress anyone. He is asking you to rest in His voice, to believe His word more than the numbers in your bank account, to trust His timing more than the timelines of man. Because when He says, "You have received money," it means your portion has already been carved out in the heavens. The transaction is complete in the spirit. Now it is making its way into the natural, and when it shows up, it will not be small, it will not be partial, it will be full and overflowing. You are not meant to barely make it. You were not born to live under constant pressure, always calculating, always wondering how much longer you can keep going. That is not God's will for you. He is a Father who provides, who delights in blessing His children, who calls Himself Jehovah Jireh, the God who sees ahead and makes provision before the need even appears. The money you are receiving is already connected to the vision He placed in your heart. It is provision for the purpose, fuel for the calling, and peace for your soul. You are not being blessed to boast. You are being blessed to build, to bless others, to show that even in a world of uncertainty, God still provides. That even when the systems of man fail, the kingdom of heaven still flows with abundance.